Okay, so for the last two topics, they are actually very easy, but in line with the midterm week, we are also giving out like bonus topics. So for me, I will be because there we have actually received calls from teachers of how do we ask our students to reattempt the exam, so on and so forth. So I will show you later on how you would do that. And then if you would want to have a really good platform or a good integration and um, how cheating can be really prevented, then there's also what we call the safe exam browser. I won't be going through the whole 9 yards of safe exam browser later on, but at least I will give you or guide you on the links on where to go and then how to download it, and at least give you an idea of what needs to be clicked every time. But for now, I will be mine is quite easy compared to Sir Fredley's. I will just be let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay. So mine is just more of adding a password in quizzes and hyperlinks creation. So adding a password in quizzes is quite important because sorry. Okay. So because we really need for them, especially in makeup exams. We know nowadays, in the last 2 weeks, we have also heard of teachers having complaints because the students weren't able to take the exam, and we cannot just let go of their reasons because it's actually power interruption, no? So how would we be able to make use of the quiz password in makeup exams? And also, if you are the teacher who usually does the exam within Zoom or Google Meet, you could actually make use so that you will have, or the students will have to start together, so you could actually also make the exam. Even if it's already available, they cannot start without the password. So how would you be able to do that? We will just go to, okay. Okay, so here in our, I have this midterm exam, so I will just when you make it, or if you have already if you have already set your exam, all you have to do is click on the pencil, or yes, you could click on the pencil so that you would be redirected right away to the to the settings, now the settings page. And then you scroll down and then you will see extra restrictions on attempts. So if you click on that one, you will have this portion. Now, another mistake, especially if you're still starting, is we tend to place the password here in required network. So again, walay password mahitabo. So you have to click it here and then view, so that what is to place the password. So if there are different times, that you have to like release a password because the students will have to take it at different times, you could also change passwords then. That is if you will have that. So you could just place the password here and then save and return to course, no? Another thing, if you are not the type, or you're not a teacher who places the timing portion, because the students will have to have different times of taking the exam. So you could just make sure, if you disable this, you could actually make or place a password so that they could just take the exam anytime without the time restrictions, the timing restrictions, but they will have to go through a password. So they cannot take the exam without the password. So that is very easy, no? So I hope you would have some use with a password, not just with restrictions. So again, what's good about our setup when it comes to quizzes or our activities? For quizzes, we have passwords, and then we could also combine it with what Sir Fredley has taught us earlier with restrict access. So if you don't like to just use the password, then you could actually click on restrict access, because they could not access it if they won't this won't match. Like for example, for restrict access, all you have to do is add restrictions, and then you could actually click on grouping. So you will have to group your students who have not taken the exam, or you have to group your students who needs to reattempt in taking the exam. Then you could actually click on add restrictions for that and groupings. Okay. And then, okay, so for our next um, topic, no, we have hyperlinks creation using URL resources. We have noticed that most of our teachers have uh, just this kind of, let sorry. Okay, so just to give a difference, so most of us would just have this, which is the raw URL, and then just place it there for our students to access. While we also, for some teachers who have been really organizing their classroom, they would really make use of hyperlinks. So in we have to highlight that in ODL, or at least in netiquette, in the netiquette, it is not advisable to have this one. No, we should have like a text URL, or maybe our own image or graphic URL. So we have to use that one in order for us to be able to have at least an organized set of classroom. This one, no, if we will have like 10 of this one within a section or a topic, it would really make us kanang magsigiro tag scroll down with all of these, no. So, and it is not nice to look at as well, no. It's not something that could motivate our students to really just study, because they will just be seeing these kinds of URL. So it would be best that we organize, no, or organize and make our URLs clean, and at least we have different options for our students to click. Okay, so we have two ways. Okay, so we have actually three ways for us to be able to do hyperlinks or URLs. So the first one is, let's go back to our okay. Let's go back to our classroom. Okay, so for the first one is creating a URL with the use of the URL feature in Soul. So we click on create learning activity. Okay, like most of us, we have also seen this one. Like if you have a premium account, no, even if it's not the premium account, you could actually still use this one. If you have the premium account of Zoom, then you can actually make use of the URL, because it's not embedded within our classroom. So we click on the URL, okay, like for example, this one, and then copy the link, the Zoom link, and then place it in external URL, and then just place it there, and um, just place it also the name, like for example, it's um, Okay. And then if you'd want to have like an image where you could also place the URL there, wherein when the student clicks on the image, it could also be done. Like for this one, let me, okay. Okay. So I will have an image here. I'll just paste the image and then have it center aligned. And then I click on the image and then I click on this link here and then place the same URL, sorry, that URL there, and place it there and then click on open a new window so that uh, it will have to open in a new window, not on the same page for that particular topic. And then you click on create link, and there you go. You click on save and return. Do not forget to click on display description on course page, because whatever is in the description portion cannot be seen by our students. So you have to check that and then click on save and return to course. And then we have our link. So it's this one. If they could click on this one or they could click on this one, it would just actually function. Okay. So another one is if we are making we are placing our pre-recorded lectures, and we have our own sets of slides for that for our pre-recorded lectures, we could also make use of the label. Okay, so how would we be able to make use of the label for that one? So we click on create learning activity. Okay, and then we click on resources, and then we click on label. Okay, so label here could actually carry a lot of contents. Like for example, our YouTube link, wherein it would place automatically place could automatically display our video within Soul. And then it also could carry whatever attachments we need to let our students download. No, so for example, let me, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, I have my YouTube pre-recorded lecture here. I will place it in the label. And then in here, we don't need to have like text for hyperlinking, because it doesn't show as a URL. It shows as a video. So it's fine. And then just below that, I would want my students to access the same set of videos that I would want them, the same set of slides that I would want them to also download for that particular lesson. So I'll just place, okay. So once that's done, this is another hyperlinking. So I will just highlight that text, and then I would click on the link icon here. And then this time, instead of placing the URL, because most of us are actually also using our own Google Drive to let our students access our notes, that's fine also. But you could actually just place the file in there, upload the file so that they could download it as well. So you click on Browse Repositories, and then you just click on Upload a File. then choose file. So wherever it is placed in your computer, like for example, this one. So I will just click on our notes, post notes for this session, and then click on open. And then I upload the file. Okay. So in here, I mean, most of us would see that blue colored text and underlined text outside of Soul, but in here, when we see a red set of text, that means it's actually the one that's hyperlinked. So it's already hyperlinked, and then we click on save and return to course. Okay, so there you go. So you just they will just click it, and they will see right away. They will see right away the one that was shared to them, and they could download it. They don't need to access it through your Google Drive. It actually just places a new tab, and then they could download the notes. So this would really help us. This would really help us in um, sorry, this would really help us in organizing our files, and organizing also our content. So it doesn't have to be all uploaded here or attached here. This could still be made use. We could actually make use of the hyperlinks in order for it to be not to um, not to occupy a lot of space, especially when it comes to placing hyperlinks within our page. Okay, so yes. Okay, so I have questions here. Yes. Sometimes I'm also guilty if it's magdali-dali na serve, no? But usually, if we are really planning out, and also really doing our linking and our content way ahead of time, then might as well make use of the URLs and the hyperlinks in order for us to have a neat and organized section. Okay. And yes, Ma'am Sandra, how was external link made to appear again? I failed to notice it. So, Ma'am, you could just really click into whatever external link it is, and then place it, copy, and then you will just have to place it there. Okay. So questions, Ma'am Scribner.
Hi, Ma'am Alf.
Hi.
Quick question. Okay.
Yes.
I am having an exam with a solution.
Mm-mm.
I've tried it. I know I'm not so sure on how I'm going to go about with like having the correct answer with a solution right away. Kumbaga,
Yeah.
nana siya check mark and then dapat na a solution dapat. So what can you suggest with regard to this?
For that one, Ma'am, we cannot. Unfortunately, because it will be like placed in an essay feature, no, within an essay
Yeah.
type of exam, no. So
Yes.
for that
Yes.
one, Ma'am, we cannot place really the correct answer right away, no, especially
Funny.
for essay, no. So
Oh.
in that portion, we really have to go and see one by one, but we can actually still place feedbacking, no. But for that one, wala gyud tayo mahimong anak, ma'am, no. We need to really um place it as part of manually checked questions or answers. But for example in board exams, like there are still really like computations. Pero the thing is, we cannot let them upload it here, no. You could make it like a multiple choice question, then upload their solutions within the
Yes.
exam, no.
Oo.
So
Oo.
pwede po na siya, like you could just place like please upload your solutions here, no, for that one, so that you would also have an idea that they're doing it. But it cannot be done like side by side, like within that particular multiple choice question you would see also their upload. We cannot do that. So it should be like, it could be in
Separate
another
yun.
yes, it could be in another activity, or you could place it as like an essay for you to be able to let them upload their work.
Oh, okay. Sige, sige. Thank you for the suggestion, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am Florence.
Hi, Ma'am Alfie. Good morning. Ma'am,
Hello, ma'am.
interested ko with conducting. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you can be heard, ma'am.
Or okay. I'm interested with conducting live quizzes, ma'am. Katong
Yes.
imong ipakita ganina.
Mm-mm.
May I know, ma'am, how are we going to monitor the it was indicated earlier nga na ay live logs and the IP?
Yes.
How
Yes.
are we going to do that?
Okay. So within the course, ma'am, you will just click on the gear
Mm.
and then open reports. You could have that. So, but you could
Okay.
also have the live logs. Okay. So you just click on reports, ma'am, and then live logs.
Okay.
And then
I see.
you would really see the progress of your students while they're taking the exam. So even the
Okay.
submissions, they click on submissions. Now, I
But,
cannot yes, at least you would really see that like for a time they are actually answering the exam, and then at the end of the exam, when they're done, that's the time there's like submission. But within that portion, when they started the exam and they submitted the exam, once you will see that there are other activities going on, not related to the exam. So that means they are accessing other pages within Soul, or they are accessing another page because they have gone out of that particular page which was captured in the live logs. So that's one thing, ma'am. So that's one thing that you can actually look into. And then another one is this could actually happen if they have like multiple um, devices, but it would also depend on the source, but the IP address, no? So the IP address could also change if they have like multiple devices and multiple sources of internet. So that would also change.
I see. But it's only available, ma'am, during synchronous. Dili siya
No, ma'am.
before.
Naa siya tanan, ma'am. So if you click on if you click on this one, so logs, this is logs of the whole session or the whole. So which day would you want to access? No, pwede pod siya. If ganahan sa tanan,
I see.
jud, ma'am, pwede ra pod sa tanan. And then
Okay,
you
sige,
could
ma'am.
also specify which participant you would want, student you would want to monitor. Pwede pod, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Other questions? For a dark mode, Seb, it's not yet available, and we cannot also tell when they would be able to include that one in the update. Not yet. We haven't heard of a dark mode for Soul interface. Yes, ma'am. Sir Josh.
Good morning, Ma'am A. Nakoy
Hello. Yes.
question atong regarding sa restrict bitaw.
Yes.
Katong wala kay ko kagets lang atong sa groupings. Katong imong gi-mention ba nga you can group them according to attempts? So say pasabot ato, Ma'am
Yes,
A.
yes. Let me see. Let's go back to that one. So, for example, sir, they need to reattempt because we have students who were not able to finish the exam, so gagmay
Yeah.
scores, no? So we will have to group them. So we already know how to group, no? Granting that we already know how to group our students. So when we click on the gear, oh sorry, on the edit icon, and then we click on restrict access, we click on add restriction, and then we click on group, or yeah, we click on group. For example, there's just one group within that particular um subject, no, or section. So you just click on group, and then you will choose the groups that you have actually made for
Ah,
those who need to reattempt or do the exam again, no. So imo siyang ibutang diri, sir. So that's restrict,
okay.
at least for that one. The others, for example, if the others cannot, you could actually make sure that they will be also taking the exam on the same time, especially if timing
Oh,
is placed here. Yes, sir.
oo. Sige, nakuha na nako, Ma'am Amo, di ay sakto.
Okay.
Thank you.
Si Ma'am Scribner? Yes?
Ma'am, katong follow-up kay
Yes.
Sir Josh. What if sa exam, and then these are not, of course, they are not in a group, no? These are certain individuals. So can we just, katong pag-ingon ni mga restrict access, pwede na, can we just put all of those names, like let's say there's 5 of them, a certain, what's this? A certain location, let's say sa Bakong nagkuan na ay interruption. So how can we do that? Would that be possible?
I-group na to siya, ma'am. Kung ma-restrict set, we could actually place Sir Fredly, can we just place like a family sets of family names?
For
What
this,
we
okay, ma'am.
Yes.
So in that case, Ma'am Hilda, Ma'am
Yes.
Hil,
User profile, sir?
kuan siya, ma'am, like, depende sa imong type, ma'am. Like example,
Ma'am, sir.
you
Sir
have,
Fredly.
yes,
Isn't it that it's easier to just use user override if it's just going to be one person for the purpose of the person asking the question?
for
Because
that
instead
case,
of because creating the group would kind of be another extra step, especially if there's only 2 of them. So with user override, you can just put those 2 students' names and then they'll be done.
Yeah.
yes. If that's the two, so you click the user profile. You click the user profile, and then you click what's the first name or
Last
the
name.
identifier or last name.
Yeah.
If there is like example, duha ka Juan, so I
Yeah.
suggest you
Last name.
you go with
Last
the
name.
email address.
Email address.
Is the
Oh,
unique,
okay.
and then email address, and then you add the 2 restriction. For
So you
example,
just place.
the email address of blah blah blah. You input.
You just place it here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You input the email address. The
So
2.
Fredly.
Okay. For example, you will add the 2 email address.
Okay.
And then you click another restriction, ma'am. And then you click user profile, and then email address.
And then another one.
So
Okay.
So in that case, the student must match any. Okay, I scroll down, Sasha, ma'am.
Yeah.
Must match any, not all, but any. Kuan siya kay any siya.
Any.
Sir, easier yung if you click on the quiz, so you click on an example quiz, and then you click the gear icon. So like right there, okay, right there. Click on the gear icon, and then there's a user override.
Yeah, here.
Yes.
Right there. And then add the user override, and then they will all show up there now. So when you search, so like Fredly, like even just the F,
Yeah.
you just click. So then they will be the only ones, and then you can also set the time. So when you want them to take it, so they only have 45 minutes. So only the people on that list, and then you can add more. Like let's say you have 2 people that would take the quiz. So then sila lang yung makakita niya, naka-open siya for that particular makeup exam.
Yeah, and then also, ma'am, they have the, like, for example, for me, I just don't place the time. So what I do is I require the password, so they will have to ask me for the password.
So you can just enable the, disable the, when they're going to take it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Okay, sige. Thank you. At least now I have two options to choose from.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Okay. So at least that's actually like it's connected na, no? So we could actually also make use of that one. And then a bonus, no? A bonus topic for now is yes, aside from user overrides, some teachers would want to really delete the attempt of the students. So what we do, let me stop sharing first. Okay. So we could actually do that. Okay. This one also, like for example, for me, I have like I give them 2 attempts, and then I will just record the higher attempt, no? And but the 2 attempts will still appear in the results portion. Another one is this could also, aside from the override, another one is to actually delete the attempt of the student if you're just giving him or her an attempt and then he or she has encountered a problem with her connectivity when taking the exam. So they will have to retake the exam or do the reattempt. Um, I also have to highlight this one because most of the calls I get in the last 2 weeks is asking me if I will let the student take the exam. So it's actually the you teachers who will have to decide if you will have them take the exam. No, so there's what you call reattempt. So for example, you would want to delete that particular attempt of the student. So you click on the exam. So this exam has already been taken by my students. And then you click on attempts. Okay, so I will click on attempts, and then I will just stop sharing because I'll just place the portion wherein I will just select the portion where I could share to you. Okay. Okay. So in here, the student actually has 2 attempts for the exam. And then I have to like delete the attempt so that he or she will be able to take the exam again. So when you click on attempts, the attempts there, you will be redirected to the page where all of their results are presented or displayed, and then you just click on this particular portion here, no? You just click on which is the first letter of the last name, and then click on this one. Okay, we have to click on this one, and then we just have to scroll down, and then when we see at the bottom part, you will have you have 2 buttons there. So you just click on delete selected attempt so that you would be able to let the student take the exam again within that particular time that you are doing or you are conducting the exam. So you could actually click on deleted selected attempts. Make sure, because some of the uh, some of the errors that we have committed, especially in doing deletions of attempts, is checking all, which means it cannot be reverted, or meaning we cannot save it, or we cannot restore what you have deleted when it comes to attempts in exam. So we will have to be careful in doing that one. Yes, Mom Jill, you have a question?
Hi, Ma'am Alf. Good morning.
Hi.
Granted that the attempts were done already, were taken by, we're done with the students. But in order for us to do a follow up, we have to go back there, to that page, to check if the
Yes,
name is
ma'am.
gone and the attempts have been made. I have my question is like,
Yes, ma'am.
does it send us like an email notification so that there's no need for us to go back to that page?
No, because most of the times, ma'am, we click on the reattempt or deleting the attempt during the time wherein when we want them to do the reattempt, so it doesn't have a notification, no. So notification is usually the notification will just when it will be available to the students. Ana lang siya, ma'am, but not on our part. It's unlike the assignment wherein we will be notified when they have submitted their work.
All right, because sa student na side, like we have to inform them pa, right, that I have
Yes.
made it available again for
Available to you. Yes.
Yeah, so, but they will not be notified through email that the quiz is open for them.
So most of the times, ma'am, I just do it manually. Like I click on my, let me share my screen.
The last time I did, I cropped the screen. I took an image of the screen and then I emailed it to the student.
That they need to take the exam again.
I gave them another attempt for
Okay.
exam, but then there are two ways for me to check whether they did it already. First is sa consolidated grades na, if
Yes.
and then the second one is I have to go back to the
quiz
user
itself.
override.
Yes.
So there's no easier way. Is there an easier way rather for us to
Wala
do
na
that?
siya, ma'am. Unlike we have to go back and see their scores and or look into the overall sheet for grading, no? So kuan jud siya, ma'am. We have to go back to see if they're done.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Alf.
Okay, ma'am. Other questions? Okay, so yes, for Ma'am Gladys, release code rapid go or override. Yes, kay mag-usob-usob ang groupings. Yes, most of the times override is the easiest way to go, especially for reattempts. Yes, Sir Josh.
Ma'am Alf, ang
Yes.
akong question sa kanang sa attempts gihapon, ma'am. So akong ginabuhat is ako ra man gong gina-delete ang attempt if like kuan. Pero what if na siya tunga-tunga ba dayong namo giusahay nga, of course supposedly natay test bank and then murag dapat mo shuffle siya na randomly choose, pero usahay nga atong questions fix na jud siya ba. So nanay ubang questions nga nakita na niya.
Yeah.
So naabay option, ma'am, nga murag ang reattempt lang niya is katong kulang ra niya nga item. So for example, naundang siya 5 or back to the beginning.
Back at 1 jud siya, sir. No? So they like has to restart, no? So most of the times I don't delete the attempts while it's still ongoing, because maybe the child could have, or the student could still go back. I usually delete the attempts when they're really done, when the score is there and I know that they have had problems with their connection or their power.
I see.
So wala siya, sir, nga katong katura siya ang iyang i-take, no? So wala siya.
Thank you, Ma'am A.
Other questions? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I will just introduce to you Safe Exam Browser. I won't be going through. I will just give you the link for that one. But what's good about Safe Exam Browser is let me share. What's good about Safe Exam Browser is they cannot go to, or they could not access any other tab or any other window while taking the exam. But of course, we have to make sure that all of our students have um, the right specs in order for them to be able to also download Safe Exam Browser. So it's readily available in our MySoul training course. I will just show it. Okay, so for all of the teachers who would want to download it, it's readily available in our MySoul training course. Just look for Safe Exam Browser, and then for teachers, just click on the quiz so that you will have okay. Okay, so when you click on the quiz, in here I don't have the buttons anymore because I have already used up my buttons. Sir Fredley, can we show your um Safe Exam Browser if you need to if you are um able to make an attempt and then show the buttons? No, you just access the exam in Safe Exam Browser in MySoul. Okay, so if we could show it to you, then at least we will be able to explain that you could download it. And then your students could also download it. I also got a question from, okay, Sir Fred. Kindly, okay. Okay. So, okay, there you go. So if you could actually, if you could access it now, hopefully we would have the same display here. So you could download Safe Exam Browser and install it in your PC. And then we have another one. If we already have our downloaded Safe Exam Browser, we could also there is like another button that download configuration. Now every time there's a new exam, the students are required to download the configuration, because within the configuration is like the password, exit password in Safe Exam Browser. Because in Safe Exam Browser, they could not exit from that particular interface if they don't input the um the password, no, the exit password. So that's one good thing about Safe Exam Browser. Another thing is, of course, you cannot do the live monitoring through Zoom or through Google Meet, because they cannot move to another. If they are just using like one device, they could not move to another tab, or they could not move to another window, because they will be locked in the window for the exam. Okay, so thank you, Sir Fred.
Alfie,
Yes.
Do they click the configuration before they launch the browser?
For every time, ma'am, whenever like they will have to download the Safe Exam browser once, and then every exam they have to click on, they have to click on the configuration so that they would be able to exit later on if if a password is placed in there.
So
Yes,
that one first before they launch?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, my question regarding learning activity 2. Okay, Rabah.
Yes, ma'am.
Using a label, paste a video. So the label may be from a forum activity?
No, ma'am. The label, the label activity or the label resource. No, so when you click on create learning activity, then we click on the label resource.
Thank you.
Other questions? If you'd want to know more about Safe Exam Browser, just click on our video there so that you would be able to have an idea how it would look like when it's already turned on. Yes, Ma'am Hilds.
Quick, Rani, no? So this is applicable when it's a virtual, I mean live na kuan siya. But kung dili live, dili pod available.
Ang Safe Exam Browser, ma'am?
Yes.
It's actually available, ma'am, only for exams, no? So yeah, only for it's still available, ma'am. Actually, it's better kung if you don't do live sessions or live monitoring during your exam. It's better to use Safe Exam Browser because they could really not go into another tab.
But they have to download, the students will have to download it themselves or not really?
Yes, ma'am. It actually, ma'am, it goes with the exam. So the first time that they take the exam, no, the one that Sir Fredley has actually shared, all students will have that those 3 buttons. So they could download it and then so maybe you could just conduct a session wherein you have to let them download. By the way, in the video we've also made mention of the specs for the students in order for them to be able to have or download or use Safe Exam Browser. So might as well have like profiling first of their specs before of their PC or their device before we will be able to fully implement the use of Safe Exam Browser in our classes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions? No need to download it. Yes, ma'am. They would only download it and of course install it as well. The next time that they will take an exam, if it's within Safe Exam Browser, then they will just click on the configuration and the launching so that they will be able to access it in that particular interface. No need for them to download another Safe Exam Browser. Okay. So yes.
Let me ask again concerning learning activity 2. So I went to create and then I click on label and then I have the label text. Will I be able to type a sentence and then after that put the hyperlinks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so mom is already doing her activity. By the way, we also have an activity so you could actually access it. I think Sir Fredley is giving you the whole day. Check to Sir Fred for that
Till
one.
Sunday, ma'am, 5
okay.
p.m.
So it's still together with activity 1.
Learning
sir,
activity.
no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you will have until Sunday for that one. So that you would be also while exploring, then you could actually also do the activity and then just give us a screenshot of your activity. Okay, so other questions before we call it a day and have another. Yeah, and we encourage everyone, especially like if you have concerns that were not addressed in previous trainings. If you want us to also do sessions or feature them within our Wednesday meetings, no, or Wednesday training, then you could also place it in our dialogue box or dialogue chat here in our classroom. So you could place it there, or you could just chat me or Sir Fredly or email us. Okay? So, wala na questions?
Wala, snacks na like kulang, Ma'am Alfie.
Paniud ko na lang, sir, bitaw.
Anyway,
Anyway, so,
dagdagan.
yeah.
In a klase 1 o'clock, ma'am.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes. Okay, so if we won't so if we don't have questions anymore, but makahuna-huna later on, so you know where to reach us. So thank you very much for attending our second training session. Hopefully we'll see each other again by next week.